Good afternoon to one and all. Today, we are going to see about family finance and housing, the chapter of subject elective, unit 4, that is house planning. I am Mrs.R.BHUVANA INDUMATHI, Assistant Professor, Department of Home Science, Sri Sharda College for Women, SAIL. So we'll start with the snippets now. So today we are going to deal with some of the introduction, selection of site, principles of planning, types of drawing plan, house plan for different income groups, and about their conclusions. First, we are going to see about the introduction of this house plan. The term planning of a building by an engineer is used to mean the arrangement of all units of a building on all floors at all levels. It not only includes the horizontal layout, but also it takes into consideration about the height, the level to accommodate the space enclosed by walls, floors, and roofs. During the building plan, it is important to keep in mind the general purpose of the building. Each type of building has its own requirement to suit its purpose in the possible manner. There should be a proper thinking in the functional utility aspect of building. So, in this part, we are going to see about the next part is general aspects and what are the principles involved and what are the selection, what are the requisites for the selection of site, etc. First, we are going to see about the selection of site. These are the following requisites which is very much essential in the selection of site. First one is about topography, elevation, shape and size of the site, nature of soil, vegetation, access to the road, groundwater table, and vastu. These are the requisites which is essential for selection of site in house planning and building. Next, these are the points to be considered in house planning. So these are the main points to be considered, right? So human habitation and their requirement, climatic condition and effect, bylaws for planning and construction, available of finance, comfort, safety, and economy. So according to these points, we should be very much keen to notice what are the essential points to be followed and available finance and comfortness, safetyness, and economic wise, and about the climatic conditions, the house planning should be planned and considered. So these are the general principles of house planning. So we have 10 principles, around 10 to 11 principles, which is around the general aspects of house planning. The first one is aspect, privacy, grouping, roominess, flexibility, circulation, sanitation, furniture requirement, prospect, elegance, and economy. The first one, we are going to see about the aspect. It means the peculiarity in the arrangement of the plan, the peculiarity in the arrangement of plan, that is general aspect of the doors, window, and the outer walls of the building, particularly of residential buildings, which allow the occupant to experience the natural gifts such as sunshine, breeze, and the scenery. Here, the kitchen should be on the east aspect. The dining, drawing, living room should have the north aspect or the northeast aspect. The dining and drawing room should be in the northeast aspect. The bedroom should have the southwest, the west aspect. The aspect which not only provide the comfort, but it is a requisite from the hygienic point of view. This picture which clearly shows about the path which I have seen in the windows, door, and the outer wall, the building, whereas the sunshine, the breeze, the scenery, which we, the natural gift can be experiences by the resident holder. Next is about privacy. This is an important factor in the building space organization. That is, sometimes the people may be troubled by the feeling of the privacy of their home. Garden has been harmed by the new builders or the nearby strangers to see it. Privacy issues are of two kinds. privacies of the entire house from the roadside, that is external privacy, privacy from the outside screen, that is building viewers, passerby, and neighbor. It can be gained by planting trees, growing creepers, strategically positioning the windows and doors, having a compound wall, etc. The internal privacy, depending upon the things which is placed by the rooms. So each room from other should be the entrance, the internal privacy occurs. So this pictures which shows the external privacy, which have a clear plantations in the near the compound wall, so that the internal part of the house couldn't able to see properly. So this is the privatical part of external privacy. This is about grouping. It is an arrangement of the room with respect to relative position of activities towards each other. The dining room should be close to the kitchen room and living room near the veranda. The toilet nearby the bedroom, so on. The staircase accessible to all rooms. The passage area must be minimum and well ventilated and sufficiently lighted with natural lights and artificial lights. The washroom should be far away with the kitchen and dining part. The serving yard should be accessible to the dining or the kitchen part. The grouping can be based on the convenience of the resident who there lives there. The shape of the building is determined by the shape of the plot, and it should be taken consideration upon the build-up area and proposed on the future expansion. So this picture which shows about the clear grouping of the furniture arrangement and the things which is placed in the shelves, etc., which is well grouped and well balanced and ventilated with natural and artificial lights. This is about roominess. Roominess is about opposite to crampedness. It should be free. The room should be very free. It should be spacious effect, and room should give the those who live in available space should be there and effectively used by the who lived in the houses, and efficiently and effectively they should be used. And one can build a wall, a cupboard, a shelf, and a storage area so that the floor of the room is left free. This is determine the height of the door, the window, the length of the bed, width of the sitting furniture, position of the cupboard, loft, and attic, etc. The spacious feeling is influenced by adequate proportion of length, width, and height of the room from various activities. This picture which shows the height and width and the length of the things and furniture arrangement, position of the cupboard, loft, attic, and staircase, etc. Next is about flexibility. Flexibility means that the room is planned and designed for a function or a specific purpose to be used for other purpose also. If it's so required, we can change, we can alternate the particular room into a dining or into a study room or a guest bedroom, etc. So like a drawing room or a study room being used, a bedroom for guest, kitchen as an additional dining room, etc. Flexibility is major considerable principle in dining houses for the middle class families where the economy is the main concern. This picture, which clearly shows about the kitchen as well as the dining part. So the dining part is a immovable thing. We can change according to our convenience. Next coming is circulation. In building, the planning of the circulation, that is, circulation is a movement or access of the user within the building, and it may be both horizontal and vertical circulation. So we have both circulations. One is horizontal, another one is vertical circulation. So horizontal circulation between rooms on the same floor of the building, like passage, corridor, hall, etc. Vertical circulation means it is among the floors and of the building, stairs, lift, etc. The position of the floor dictates the area of circulation, which in turn control the privacy, comfort, and convenience. The circulation inside the room should be independent, short, straight, systemic, and it should not disturb the privacy of any rooms of the building. All the passage and the stairs should be well ventilated and lighted properly and planned Regarding width, rise, tread, the stairs should not have a wider steps. So this is the circulating area and utility area in this picture. You can see which is the utility area is divided into two. This part will be the circulating area. The utility area is lengthwisely divided. So the circulating part in the middle part. Here the circulating area is not clearly defined where will be the utility area. Okay. So it should be planned on either side. The circulating should be on all sides to reach the room, to reach every room without any discomfort. Next is about sanitation. Sanitation term embodies not only the sanitary convenience of wash, urinal, bathroom, sinks, etc., but also the lighting, ventilation of the building, and as a whole. Sanitation means the environment of the house, which should include lighting, ventilation, cleanliness, plumbing services, etc. The health and happiness which dwells on the depending upon the sanitation of the house. So in that point of view, the consideration of a building, a sanitation play an important role in house plan. So this picture which shows a clean dwellers where the house is very much cleaned, ventilated, lighting is properly available, etc. Next is about furniture arrangement. So furniture requirement is very important for all the rooms. So furniture which plays a pioneer requirement for any room. For example, for living room, for dining room, for kitchen room, even if a classroom, office room, laboratory, hospital room, etc. So all have their furniture requirements of their own purpose to be served. The building plan, a room should have enough space to accommodate all the furnitures with maximum number of persons without overcrowding. The area of the room should not relate to only the furniture size and also the arrangement. This picture, which clearly shows about the furniture which is placed with a teapot, with a couch, and a single sofa or a double sofa or a triple sofa, etc., with a teapot, with a phone stand, and etc. Next is about prospect. It is a panoramic view and a grand impression that the house creates on a person who view from outside. The building's exterior design pull the attention of every viewer to its visual consequences. Prospect is the view as seen a whole while looking through the window. A building with a good prospect must be attractive in appearance, modern and cheerful as well as comfortable. A pergola, ornamental arc, beautiful window, carved pillar, projecting balcony, modern design of the wall and the roof added charm to the house. This picture is an ornamental arch with a beautiful window carved, pillars, projecting balcony, and a modern design of the wall, etc., which added beauty to the house. Coming to the elegance, in simple word, elegance means the entire part which is external appearance of the building produced by elevation. It depends upon several factors like proportion and width and height of the position of the window and also the choices of the materials used during the planning of a building architectural design and composition should be visualized, create an elegant structure, etc. Coming to the next principle, it is economy. It is a factor of a building plan. While planning a house, some of the points to be carefully considered the following are the square shaped building is the most economical one since it provides maximum amount of floor area with the least amount of wall area. Economy may not be the principle of planning, but a factor that certainly affects the planning. A structure for a good design, good strength, solid character must be costly in initial cost, but may be prove very cheaper in turn of saves maintenance cost also. Next, we are going to see about the type of building plan and drawings. So previously we were discussing about the principles which is involved in house planning. So now we are going to see the type of building plan and drawings. The building plan or the set of drawing which consists of site plan, floor plan, cross-sectional plan, elevation plan, and landscape plan. The ease of construction of site, the drawings are the medium of passing the views and concept of an architect or a designer into reality. The first one is about the site plan. The site plan should have the size of the plot, the survey number, the access of the nearest road or the street, the setback of open space between the building and the boundaries of the building plot, exact location of the proposed building in the plot, and proposed drainage line, the inspection chambers, and its joining places with corporation and the municipal street gutter, which also been shown with an appropriate symbol. The source of water supply should be also shown in this. A north direction should be marked on N at the head of the arrow. A trial pit should be result and also should indicate the type of soil and its depth, help designing and foundation of building. Next comes the floor plan. A floor plan is a drawing thing of a room or a building from the top view. These plans will vary greatly from the house or to house, depending upon the specific need and preference of the inhabitant. This is an horizontal plan which shows general arrangement of various rooms, the length, breadth, thickness, and wall positioning, the door, window, cupboard, furniture fitting, etc. A floor plan or a house plan in architecture and a building engineering is a diagram to scale the relationship between the room, space, and physical features at one level of a structure. It is also graphically represent any cantilevers, any balcony. The dimensions is usually drawn between the wall to specify the room size and the length of the wall. The floor plan, which includes detail of the fixtures, sinks, water heater, furnace, etc. It will also include the note to specify the finishes, construction method, symbol for electrical item, etc. So, in this thing, the floor plan play an important role in a building house. So, this picture which shows the rear end of the porch till the living room, the kitchen room, the bank area, the height, the width, the length of the cupboards and walls, etc. Next is the cross-sectional plan. This explains fully the detail of the roof to the foundation in a vertical position. This indicates the height of the window, door, built-in cupboards, ceiling, thickness of the floor, wall, and depth of the foundation. This is about the cross-sectional plan. The picture which shows a cross-sectional view of all the things, the bedroom, the closets, the living room, the kitchen room, etc. And next we have elevation plan. This shows the type of the location of window, door, balcony, roof line, which enhances the outside of the appearance. It is a drawing of each side of a building from the front, rear, and the sides. Each elevation should show the location of all elements of the building, roof line, window, door, any projection or weather shade, indicate the siding of roof material, dimension of windows, doors, etc. It may include the gable of the roof vent, exterior meter, utility boxes for signs may be planned in the structure. In this picture, it is clearly shown that the elevation of the front view, the wall view, the door view, the front portion, etc. Interior elevation shows view of internal wall for allocation, utility of a wall space for various purposes. Next is about the perspective plan. It represents the photographic view, the three-dimensional effect resembling the true image proposed of the house. In this view of three-dimensional image which portray the height, width, the depth, this allows the viewer to get more realistic image or a graphic without demanding much imagination and visualization. It is a form of pictorial drawing, which technically vanishing the points to provide the depth of distortion that is seen with the human eye. Next is a landscape plan. It's an interesting one. The landscape designed to seek to create a balance between the man-made and the natural environment in order to derive a great enjoyment of the outdoor space. It shows the position of the plant, the shrub, the lawn, the path, the plot, which more added beauty to the building and which is enhanced the house's beauty. Next, coming to the house plan for different income groups. So here, previously we have seen the site plan and the principles of planning and the plan which is elevation, cross-sectional, etc. This is the house plan. Depending upon the income level of the member in the family or the head of the family, the households can be classified on the economic basis in India. A broad classification are low income, middle income, and high income groups. The economic categorization is relevant as it allows us to map the affordability, the level of household, the type of housing that is defined by cost, size, amenities, tenure, location, and that will be demanded. In this section, we are going to understand about the definition, significance of the affordability, and definition of different incomes, specification of different planning groups for different income groups. This is the classification of different income groups. We have segregated, classified into income level, size of dwelling unit, and the affordability. Economic weaker section group, the income level should be 1.5 lakh per annum. And in the low income group level, it should be 1.5 through 3 per annum and 3 to 10 annum for middle income group. The size of dwelling unit maybe depends upon this income level. For economically weaker section, it is up to 300 square feet. For the low income group, it is 300 to 600 square feet. And for the middle income, it is 600 to 1,200 square feet. The EMI to the affordability is monthly payment of economic weaker section is 30 to 40% of the monthly income. The house price of the annual income should be less than for middle income group, that is 3 to 10 lakhs per annum. This is a source taken from KMG Professional Services Company and Ministry of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation. So depending upon the classification, each income groups can be classified the size of dwelling units they can live in they want. So this is the house plan for the low income group, this which has a unit of 1 bedroom, 1 living room, and 1 bathroom with a square feet of 494 square feet, and in the first floor as well as the second floor as well as the third floor. So they can able to plan for the minimum unit of 200 to 400 to 500 square feet. And this is the plan house for middle income group. So this is 1,500 square feet, the 2-bedroom floor with a living area, the kitchen and the dining. It has a sit out and portico with a puja room, etc. And coming to the next one, the house plan for a high income group. In this, the high income group, which shows a partial area, depending upon the income, they can plan how they live, how much they want, how much rooms they needed, etc. This is a basic plan for a high income group, which have a porch area, which have an entry area, which have a patio area, 2-bedroom to 3-bedroom. They can have the utility area, garage, kitchen, dining, alternate basement for master suite, etc. And as also the swimming pool plan, which is also given here. And this is a video source, a video which shows you what type of thing to be and how a model house can be there with the proper planning and principle, etc. So this video you can watch. One second. So this is the model house with the common able privacies and with the principles and with the detail of all the things. So this is a beautiful house. You can see here.
Welcome to VGN Fairmont, Guinea. Luxury homes, just I
So this is a house floor plan with a 3-bedroom and this is the front area. You can see the principle, which is circulation is more there. So the house have both types of entrance over here. An elegant outlook of the house with the plantings of shrubs and herbs and plantations and trees, etc. This is the side part of the house. There is a common side portico with the proper furniture arrangement and the movable space to the other part. This is the front rear part where the furniture is properly placed and it is also called as a sit-out part. And two-car carport area with the side part of a portico. This is the outer three-dimensional view from the top view of a perspective point. This is the main entrance. So it has a beautiful arrangement in the entrance part. So first we are going to see the living room, which is properly arranged with proper furnitures, shelves, cupboards, etc. It is more ventilated and lighted with natural and artificial lights. And there is an internal privacy. One room can be viewed and circulation is very much here. More spaces with the indoor plants, which added more elegance to the part of the house, the interior designs. And the next is about the kitchen and the dining room. So here the flexibility is here. Whenever the needed of dining room can be replaced with another part of a room. So it is an movable space with well ventilated, with lightings, with proper lightings, with proper furniture. And this is about the kitchen room, which is adjacent to the dining room with proper fixtures, lights, and electrical appliances, etc. With proper ventilation, especially in the kitchen part. And adjacent to the kitchen, there is a room, which is a utility room, where all groceries and utensils can be placed neatly in the proper shelves and cupboards. into the next part is first bedroom. So this is a 3-bedroom plot. We're going to see the first one with the minimum requisites in the room where 1 children can be living. With a proper furniture arrangement and a ventilation,
job in the
etc.
world is not of a product manager or a software developer or a data analyst.
Proper furniture arrangement, proper cupboard, well ventilated. This is a common wash area in between the 2 bedrooms, which is also more spacious with proper ventilation. And this is the laundry room or an ironing room, where from which can be reached the car area. So the proper circulation, every room can have an outlook or a out area where we can go out from the particular part of the house. This is a 2nd bedroom, which proper ventilation, with proper cupboards. The 3rd part is a main master bedroom. You can see this master bedroom is bigger and wider with the proper arrangement of all furnitures and also more ventilated with natural and artificial lighting with inner plantations with beautiful fixtures, etc. And this bedroom has a special attachment of a wardrobe room and a dressing room attached to it, which is adjacent to the next part of the room. With the attached toilets, this is the wardrobe room as well as the dressing room. This is the wash area, a spacious wash area, but well ventilated. You can see where from every room we can reach the outer area, the portico area, the rear area quickly. So this is the 3-bedroom with 2 carport area with the living, dining, porch, 3 bedrooms, corridor, and a pantry with the dining and kitchen, walk-in wardrobe, etc. So here the video ends. This is a source which I've chosen from the YouTube. I've given the link here. You can find the link also. So coming to the conclusion, various methods and measures to be used to provide a decent housing. Having housing with a sound structural foundation is insufficient. However, they must be situated and constructed in a way that offers the community comforts, amenity, health, and social life. Therefore, for better living, it is important to keep in mind the fundamental principle and housing standards when planning an important thing in the planning of home, which is more important. Irrespective to all income groups, the plan established should meet the basic needs of the people. The government has taken more intuitions for economically weaker section and low-income group housing with a low-cost building. Considering the effective utilization, the space, the method of construction, awareness of low-cost building material, the housing can be achieved for all. Thank you all.